the money you want to make, I guarantee you every single thing you write down on that piece of paper is going to come true.
One of the questions I get from a lot of people is like, how, like I have a nephew, I have a brother, I have a father who's matrix minded. How do I save these people? What would you say? How do we save them?
Well, the easiest way is by example. The easiest way is just to win so ruthlessly that they are forced to accept the brutal reality of their inferiority. The easiest way to do it. And often, especially if they're an older brother or a father or someone who has authority over you, the only way to do it is to just surpass them and say, listen, you didn't believe a year ago. You may not believe now. Let's talk in a year. Do you believe yet? Do you believe yet? The day they need to borrow money, they'll believe. And that's how it works. So often, because it's amazing how people block their mind out to other ideas, because it's very important for people at home to understand that I said this many times before, that there's only 3 reasons why you're not rich, and I stick by this. Anybody on the planet can be rich, and if you're not rich, there's one of 3 reasons. You're either lazy, you're arrogant, or you're stupid. Now, most people think it's stupid. Most people go, everyone's stupid. I would argue that only 5% of people are too stupid to get rich.
True.
There's a whole lot of stupid people with money.
Yes.
You don't have to be smart to make money. You can have a mid-wit IQ, you can have a low IQ. If you can follow instructions, you can make money. Stupid is very rare. People are not stupid. They're one of 2 things. They're either lazy or they're arrogant. So if I had a Ferrari and a map and it led all the way to the end of a rainbow with gold and a leprechaun, and I gave 3 people the Ferrari, well, the stupid one wouldn't know how to drive, right? The stupid one would be like, I can't drive this car, I don't know how. But that's rare. What you actually have is lazy and arrogant. The other guy, the lazy guy, would say, it's so far. Why is it so far away? And I'd say, look, I built you a Ferrari. It doesn't get easier than this. It's the best it's ever going to be. There's no other better vehicle on the planet. We have no competition, and we guarantee you gold at the end of the rainbow. Yeah, but it's a long drive. Well, then do you want it or not? Oh, I want the gold. I just want it now. Well, you can't have it now, but you can have it in a few weeks if you start driving now. And if you can't have it now, the best time to start is now, so you have it as soon as possible. Oh, it's far. So you have lazy people, and then you have arrogant people. And I would actually say 5% of people are too stupid. Only 15% of people are too lazy. If you tell the average person, do this, you make money. I'm telling you now, if I had a handle that you could turn and money came out, and you put someone there, most people would just stand there all day and go, fuck it, all day. Just staring at the wall all day. Money, money, all day. They're not too stupid to use the handle, and they're not too lazy to turn it. Most people, 80% of people who aren't rich are arrogant. 80% of people, when you try and tell them what to do, they don't want to listen. When you say, here's a Ferrari, here's the map, the gold's at the end, you know I'm not lying because I have lots of gold, and I have lots of Ferraris, and I'm rich, and you listen to me because you know who I am, so here, go. Yeah, I don't like that route. I don't want a red Ferrari.
Yeah.
You're a nobody. Drive. No, I don't want a red Ferrari. I've always wanted a yellow one. And why are you taking the I-95? Don't like that road. Nah, not for me. I'll work it out myself. And they walk off into the forest.
It's true. It's true.
And they stay poor forever. And I'm standing there with my gold, my map, and my Rari, like, what the fuck? What are you doing? We talk about arrogance and laziness and reason people aren't rich. If they accept what you're saying is true, then action is required. Which is why a lot of people pretend things, simply to try and mask. They're deeply offended by the idea of having to do work. But they're sitting there saying, I don't want to act, so I'll pretend that's not true. And that's not just with money, that's political also. I don't want to have to sit there and do those calls to make money, so I'll pretend that I wouldn't make money if I did it. That is the bottom line of most people's mindset. It's a degree of cowardice. It's a form of cowardice.
Yes.
Luke and I grew up poor and now we're rich. And he says to me, poor people are poor for a reason. And I'm like, I know.
Right.
He goes, because when I try and talk to poor people, they reply arrogantly like they know things. They won't take the Ferrari. They won't take the map. They tell me that they know better and they're going to do it their way. And that their friend has this idea and that they want to go do this. And they all just stay poor forever. These idiots are too arrogant and get rich. Guys, if you're not arrogant and you're not lazy and you're not stupid, all you have to do is follow instructions. You don't even have to think.
Yeah.
They said do this, I will do this. They said be here for this call, I will be there for this call. They said do this quiz, I'll do this quiz. They said watch this video, I'll watch this video. If you just listen, you'll win. I became a kickboxing world champion by listening. I didn't think. Amir said do this, yes sir. Do it that way, yes sir. Stop doing this, do that, yes sir. Yes, I made my way to the very, very top with one word, yes. And you have all these brokies and arrogant people who've achieved nothing, who have all these words to say. And I'm like, where the fuck did you get these words from? Why are you talking? You have no authority here.
Why did you listen to Amir, though?
Well, that's actually a very good question. And the reason I listened to Amir is because my first ever day in Storm, when I went there, it wasn't a commercial fighting gym. It was just 8 Bosnian guys. And I turned up and he said, can you fight? And I was like 18. I'm like, yeah. And I got knocked out cold. And when I woke up, I thought, okay, I can't fight like I thought. And I guess he expected to never see me again. But there I was the next day, walking in with my bag going, let's go again, round 2, because that's who I am. And I believed in him because he proved his competence. There is a lot of excuses for laziness. There's a lot of them. And what people will often do, I see this a lot, is people come to me and they pretend to be confused about things to try and justify their inaction. So I'll say, jump on one leg and spin in a circle and you'll begin to make money. And instead of jumping on one leg and spinning in a circle, they'll sit and say, but okay, which leg? I'm like, it doesn't matter. Okay, and what shoes do I wear? It doesn't matter. Okay, and what clothes do I wear? It doesn't matter. Okay, and can I use a trampoline? No. Okay, and how long do I jump for? You are just trying to pretend you're learning to stop yourself from needing to jump. That's what you're doing. I told you what to do. Go do it. If it doesn't work, come back to me and we'll talk and we'll analyze what you may have done right or wrong. But the fact that I told you to do something and now you don't want to admit you're too lazy to do it. So instead you're pretending. So you say, I can take you from $0 a month to $10,000 a month in a few short weeks. They will then hide their laziness. They'll obscure their laziness behind, I don't want $10,000 a month. I want $1 million. They'll hide it behind their false ambition. Well, if you want $1 million, 10,000's closer than 0, dipshit. Yeah. So go. They're not ambitious. They're trying to hide their laziness behind ambition. And it happens all the time, especially with trying to hide their laziness behind this quest for knowledge. When someone says to me, hey, should I buy crypto? My answer is, if you want. I don't answer if you want. Look, well, do you have some? Yeah. So should I buy it? I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you want, like, I'm not being responsible for your decisions, because if it goes up, I don't get any money. And if it goes down, you cry at me. I don't see what the point of this is.
If this video inspired you to take charge of your financial future, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more powerful motivational content from Andrew Tate.